What's happening, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. This is Vancity Audi. My name is Adam, and do not adjust your screens. You are seeing something other than an Audi behind me. It's been about 2 years now that I've taken this channel a bit more seriously, trying to help others in the RS3 community, the B8S4 community, and soon with the S4B9 community. Now I have about 10,000 subscribers, and I thank you all for hitting that subscribe button, for liking and sharing my videos. But now I thought it's about time to branch out into other cars that I appreciate and I enjoy. This car belongs to Charles. You might recognize him from the videos that we shot with that murdered out all black RS3. He sold that one a little bit ago, and now he's into this Mercedes E63S, a beast of a machine. I really respect Charles and the cars that he uses because he actually uses them. He races them. So today what we're going to do is we're going to find out how much power this E63S of his makes at a stock power level, and then we're going to tune it with a Stage 1 Eurocharged Houston tune. We're going to see how much power it actually generates from just a tune and no other hardware modifications. We're back at Racing Greed, and today we're going to be showcasing DynoJet calibrated numbers for the reason that I believe most owners with these cars are probably using DynoJet numbers, so I'm trying to give you guys an accurate comparison. Enough of me talking, I'll introduce you to Charles and he'll give you a bit more information on the car. Here is the owner, Charles. You guys may have recognized him from my previous videos with that beautiful RS3. First thing I gotta ask you, Charles, why the hell did you sell such a beautiful car?
Thanks, Adam, for having me on the channel again. Well, you know, I enjoy my RS3. You know, it's the styling on the car is really impressive. I really enjoy driving the car to some extent. It's essentially a glorified front-wheel drive car, but they're very quick. But the E63, as I've told you before, it's been my dream car for many years. The torque that this thing delivers is unbelievable. The luxury that it offers as well. The interior space, the quality of the build, you know, I'm really impressed with it. And it's all-wheel drive. It's more of a rear-wheel drive platform. So, you know, when driving the car, it's a more enjoyable experience for me. So I've always wanted one of these cars, and when I got a deal on this one, you know, it was a hard decision, but I had to take it.
You couldn't refuse. It was too good to give up.
I couldn't.
Very cool. So
I miss my RS3, you know, but I have no regrets.
Cool. Very cool. So you've told me that you're going to be putting a Eurocharged Houston tune on that. Can you explain to the viewers why you've chosen Eurocharged Houston?
Yeah, correct. Well, the previous owner had the tune on it, but I didn't know when I purchased the car, but he reached out to me after and he told me, so I reached out to Eurocharged Houston, Jerry. From Eurocharged Houston, really great guy. Spoke with him, did a few changes on the tune, and that's what we'll be loading on the car today. Fantastic.
So we'll talk to the guys here, figure out what kind of mode we want to put the car in. I've been told before there's the all-wheel drive, but there's also a dyno mode, which makes it 100% rear-wheel drive. So we'll have the discussion with him. We'll get it on the dyno and see what this beast can put down.
Sounds good.
So Charles, we were just discussing before we get these dyno runs underway that you don't have a CPC upgrade. That is something completely new to me. If you could please take a second to describe what that means to the viewers.
All right, so the CPC is essentially a powertrain module that determines the limits of the car. So it speaks to the ECU and the TCU. This car currently does not have an upgraded CPC. It's completely stock. So what I expect to see is somewhat of a reduced torque curve when we look at the torque graph. You know, of course it's not going to be ideal. You know, we'd prefer to see as flat as possible. In conversations with Jerry from Eurocharged, he's saying, you know, he's been pushing me to upgrade the CPC, but I haven't decided yet. But if we were to, there's a little bit more power to be gained, but primarily the torque, we should see closer to a flat shape. So I'm curious to see what the curve looks like.
Interesting. Thank you very much for sharing. Completely unknown to me. Let's see how this car performs.
No worries.
So before we start this dyno session, we're going to get Charles to put the car into dyno mode to allow it to actually do so and not be finicky on the dyno. You're holding down the, what is that, the menu?
Home button for
Home
about
button.
3-4 seconds.
3-4 seconds.
Press enter.
Perfect.
Go to
And then that pops up.
test, and then we're good to go.
And there you go. Roller test. You select on. Car started. And you're ready to go. We're loaded on the dyno. Time to see what this thing can put down. Stock power E63S. Boy, does this car ever make some unbelievable noises. First thing I'll note before I share these results, we are running a blend of Shell 93 octane fuel with E85 combined for about an E17, E18 level. So you definitely have a bit more octane, but what I've repeatedly seen with these cars is Mercedes-Benz underrates the power they make from the factory. These numbers were tremendous for a completely stock E63S. We did 3 runs with this car and we managed a magnificent 613 wheel horsepower and 683 foot-pounds of torque at the wheels. There is the graph. I'm imagining that this dip in torque down here, rather than being a bit flatter, may be caused because it does not have that CPC upgrade that Charles was talking about. But there are the numbers. DynoJet calibrated, 613 and 683 at the wheels. All right, we've completed the stock runs, and now Charles is going to use this tuning device to actually flash to a stage 1 tune. So now that we've seen how much this crazy ass monster 4-liter twin turbo V8 makes at a stock power level, Charles has flashed the car over to Eurocharged Houston stage 1 tune. Let's see what this thing can put down. Holy crap balls. Eurocharge Houston, stage 1, 663 wheel horsepower and 718 foot-pounds of torque. That is what the graph looks like, and then a tremendous dip in torque. Again, I imagine with the CPC upgrade, we'd see a bit more of a flat line, but it definitely pulls way down at the top of the run, but truly impressive numbers. This 4-liter twin turbo V8 is magnificent. Here we have an overlay of what we were able to achieve stock versus tuned. We gained a whopping 50 wheel horsepower and an additional 35 foot-pounds of torque with that Eurocharge Houston stage 1 tune. There are the graphs. You can see where the torque peaks. I want to say that is roughly at 4,200 RPM. You can see up top right there. And then the horsepower pulls all the way strong. The one thing that we did notice is stock versus tuned, it went a little further in terms of the RPM. I think we saw about 6,500 for the stock tune versus the 6,800 RPM that we saw while tuned. Very impressive numbers and sounds oh so glorious. 663, 718 versus 613 and 683. Well, those are some tremendous numbers out of Charles. E63S. Thank you so much for coming out. As I mentioned earlier in the video, the main reason why I invited Charles out is because I respect what he does with his vehicles. He doesn't just put them on the dyno and say, woohoo, I made a bunch of power. He actually joins me at Mission Raceway Park and quarter-mile drag races this monster as well. What were you able to achieve with this vehicle in the quarter mile?
The best I got at Mission was 10.9.
It's a 10-second car right there, just with a tune.
Yeah.
Very, very impressive. Have you ever taken it out to Mexico?
Yeah, I've driven to Mexico a few times, occasionally at 10.8.
10.8!
And that's with stuff in the trunk, full interior, full tank of gas.
What does this thing weigh?
4,500 pounds.
4,500 pounds,
Yep.
a tune, and he's running 10.8s on the streets of Mexico.
Yep.
Very, very impressive. Thank you again for coming out, Charles. I always
Anytime,
appreciate your
man.
time.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
Thank you all for watching, guys, and until next time, take care.